How you doing? DeLacy Howard here with Third Movement. I want to do a quick video on that on the word evolved. Today, that word evolved is used to as a very as a weapon, very tricky. You said a lot of people say, well, today's time we have evolved, and everything that was relevant back in the day is not relevant now. I'm gonna tell you, be careful, be very careful. With trying to get when people trying to, especially inside the church, when people are trying to get their own agenda across, the first thing they want to do is say old things are passed away and new things is what we have to take a hold of, and that's dangerous. Jesus said everything will pass away, but my word would never pass away. What Jesus said, heaven and earth, it would pass away, but my word would never pass away. Be careful with them people that's talking about evolution and evolving and all that. That's how a lot of things is going to sneak into the church. A lot of things going to sneak into the church by liberal people who saying, well, this and that evolved, we evolved, and better time. Just heard our gun argument. I'm gonna tell you, I am pro-gun, but at the same time, I do understand the struggle with the ones that are against guns. I understand both sides. I'm not lukewarm. I just understand. I have a heart, and I understand both sides. But you got to realize a lot of the pro-gun people are saying that the guns was used for hunting, but then also used against tyranny, against a corrupt government. And I do believe that both instances was true. I do believe that both guns was for in case a government got too big and tries to have too much control. And then I do believe that we was using it for hunting, but we live in a day now where hunting really is not needed at this moment. With everything being in Walmart and Publix and grocery stores, hunting is really not needed. I don't really care too much about hunting for sport. I'm indifferent on it. Whatever. Whatever floats your boat. You want to go hunt for sport? That's you. I wouldn't do it. I want to try it, but I wouldn't consider that be a means of sport for me. So we just have to be careful. The Constitution is really important. Here's my thing. Guns has been a long time, been around a long time throughout America. Throughout American history, guns been around, and right now we're just getting to a point where people are taking guns and killing people and killing kids and all that. We just getting to the point. Let's look at what's going on behind the guns, because I'm a firm believer that if you put a gun on a table, it would never shoot. It would never go off. It would never do harm to no one. But when a person with an evil heart pick it up, when the person with an evil heart pick the gun up, that's when the gun become the most dangerous. So we got to look at not if guns are bad. Let's look at if people are bad and how to help people get better. That's that. That's what we're not. That's what we're not getting. That was the whole message of Jesus. The heart of man is evil, wicked, but we have to cure the heart of man. Jesus died so the heart of man can be cured. Jesus walked on this earth to show us how the heart of man should be, what kind of love he should have in his heart. But we instead look at we don't take right now in America, we don't look at the root of things. We don't look at the root of the problem. We always go to the outcome of the problem. We don't look at the kid who went and shot up them little kids. We don't look at his life before he shot up the kids. A person is not just born with on their mind that one day they're gonna shoot up a kid. I always tell people, a person not born with the ideal of I'm gonna be a crackhead. A person is not born with the ideal of I'm gonna be a prostitute. These are things that change, that at some point in their life a person changed and had happened to them. that they see this as a lifestyle. They see this as a reality. So let's get to the point of what caused this reality. That's the biggest problem in America. We don't get to the point of what causing the reality. Let's see what's causing people to go out and with the abortion, we don't want to see. We don't want to fight clinics for not having abortions. If we get to the cause of people having abortions, then we can stop abortions. Closing clinics down won't mean a thing because people be doing abortions at their home. Stopping guns and taking guns out of America won't do a thing because people start making rocks and start making weapons with rocks and something like that. Look at jail. Look at jail. If you ever look at the little documentaries on jail, no matter what they do to try to keep weapons out of jail, somehow they get in. Somehow they get into jail. Excuse me, I had to fix my glasses. They were running down my face. But they still get weapons in. They still create weapons. It's not a problem of the individual weapon. It's a problem of the heart. Abortion. Abortion is not a problem of the clinics. It's the people that's having them. It's the people that's willing to do them. If we can get down to the heart problem, we can change a lot of things in America. Why? Don't say that the people bomb because they hate us. No, it's something deeper than that. It's something deeper than why the 9/11s got torn down by the terrorists. It's something deeper than that. We got to get down to the heart of the matter. We don't have to. A lot of times we try to fix the problem instead of getting down to the heart of the problem. Fixing the problem is never going to give a solution. If you say, well, I got a leak in my roof, and if you say, okay, well, to stop the water from getting on the floor and spread it, I put a bucket there, you're not fixing the problem. The heart of the problem is get into the roof and plug the roof or do whatever, you get a new roof or something. That's just a analogy. That's what's going on in America. We putting buckets down. Every time a problem or a leak come up in the building, we start putting buckets down instead of getting to the heart of the problem. But really, this whole everything evolving and everything, I'm gonna tell you, be careful in the church. Be careful. A lot of things gonna come into the church. A lot of things gonna sneak into the church. Be careful. Abortion gonna sneak into the church, so we got to think with the new way of things. The homosexual lifestyle gonna sneak into the church. Well, it's already in the church. It's basically in the church, but because people are trying to do it, okay, we need to do it the new way instead of doing it the way God says. His word will never change. We have to stick to the word of God. And think about this, man. I always say this, and I'm a firm believer on this. The lack of God in something will be abundance of evil. I'm telling you, where there is a lack of God, there's going to be abundance of evil, abundance of wrongdoing. Just be careful of what we try to take. We took God out of schools, and now everybody coming in and shooting up the schools. You look at all the schools, and then now the army is trying to take God off the rifles. There's little Bible passages on each rifle. And the army is now trying to take that off there. We had soldiers saying that having stripes on the guns didn't mean nothing. Nobody even paid attention to them. It wasn't a big deal, but we're making it a big deal because of God. So when we take God out of everything, don't when you take God out of everything and something happens in America, don't look and say, where God at? Oh, where's your God? You took him out of everything. He's not gonna be somewhere he's not wanted. See, that's the thing that my God did. My God made us with free will. He made us with free will to be able to think and do everything on our own. When the Bible says that we was made in his likeness and an image, his likeness is having freedom. His likeness is creating. Y'all are creators. The very babies that you're killing, you created them. Those are creations. So when you abort a baby, you're killing your own creation. All this stuff from automobiles to all these different things, man created those. Man created those because we are made in the image of God. We're made creators. Now low level creators. Now we're not on God level. We can't create, and trust me, man is gonna try, but we can't create earths and everything, earths and stuff. But one day I believe a man would try. I believe a man would try. That's just the heart of man. From day one, when Adam bit the apple, he bit the apple saying that I want to be like God. We want to be. The devil told him, if you bite this apple, you'll be like God, knowing good from well. He didn't say it'll be like no. He did say knowing good from evil. He said you'll be like God, and that was the problem. Adam wanted to be like God, and the devil himself got kicked out of heaven because of what? He looked upon glass. He looked upon himself and seen something so beautiful. Then he looked upon God and His glory, and he wanted it. He wanted to be like God. That's the biggest problem with man. And that's the craziest thing, because God made us like Him. God made us in His image. If we just follow His lead, we'll be like God. We won't be God, but we'll be like God. So I'm going too long and everything, and I just really want to say, watch out for evolution in church. In the church, they're saying we got to do a new way of thinking. Be careful. Be careful. Start